Australia's track record is appalling when it comes to saving our unique wildlife. For some animals, there's hope, but hundreds of species are at risk of being wiped out. There are more than 500 animals like the eastern quoll on Australia's threatened species list, and it's growing. These tiny creatures in northern Tasmania are about to make the biggest trip of their lives. These eastern quolls are being taken to mainland Australia, where they became extinct more than 50 years ago. They'll be released into a national park in New South Wales. But there are no guarantees of success. It's been tried once before, and only 6 out of 20 survived their first year on the mainland. Ecologist Bronwyn Fancourt is headed to Bruny Island off the coast of Tasmania. It's the last stronghold of the eastern quoll.
Bruny Island's quoll central, basically. In the end of the day, this is our biggest eastern quoll population, and if something happens to the population on Bruny, the species as a whole is in dire straits. So I keep coming down on a regular basis just to monitor the population.
Eastern quolls are nocturnal. To monitor them, Dr. Fancourt spends hours in the dark searching.
There's one. There's another one. Here he goes. Doo, 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 doo. There's a quoll. Doo, 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 doo.
Here on Bruny Island, the count is going well. But on Tasmania's main island, their numbers have halved since the early 2000s.
What it turns out was there was a period of unsuitable weather. So for quolls like it cold and they like it dry. But there was a sustained period of warm, wet weather, which didn't agree with them, and their numbers dropped around that time. And while the weather's since improved, the quolls just haven't been able to recover their numbers since. Unfortunately, a few get hit by cars. I'm sure cats take out a few young ones. There's a few bits and pieces that they can cope with as a large population, but now their numbers are just so small, they can't outpace all those existing things that were there before.
Dr. Fancourt's work documenting the eastern quolls brought their decline to the attention of the world.
They are listed federally and they are listed internationally as endangered on both of those listings. So they've gone from not being listed to endangered.
How worrying is that?
It's very worrying because it can happen so quickly. That just shows you how quickly it can happen. And I guess we saw that on the mainland. The numbers were always high and overabundant, and they've gone from overabundant to extinct in a matter of years.
To try to help the eastern quoll, $1.5 million has been promised by the federal government. But many threatened species don't get that kind of attention.
We do need to also recognise that those species have as much right to existence and recovery as the eastern quoll. At the moment, they're being neglected. And with that neglect, it's far more likely that those species will just disappear into oblivion without us even realising that they were in danger, let alone becoming extinct.